kind of do like just like a really old school kind of just trigger video and just kind of ramble a little bit. It is, what time is it? The time on my TV is like hours behind, so I have to keep thinking. I think it's 3 hours behind. So it's like 4 in the morning right now. And I don't know if you can hear, but there's lots of little buggies outside, lots of little buggies and cicadas and all other kinds of things. So anyway, I'm going to pour a little bit more coffee and then I think we'll get around to playing with some stuff. Anyway, I've been growing. Oh, you really can't see. I've been trying to grow my nails out a little bit. You really can't see, but they're starting to make nice sounds on the face. So, okay. So, I'm wearing my PJs. Alright, so let's pour some more coffee. I'm still always so shocked by how many people are like driving around this early in the morning. It's not that shocking though, because like my boyfriend wakes up at we wake up at 2:45. So well I will like shoot out of bed at 2:45 and get up and start the coffee and pack his lunch and then make sure he wakes up, because otherwise it could be a whole mess. So anyway, alright, let's pour some more coffee. Okay, I want to tap on it. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Yeah, you can kind of hear the nails. Got, this is the Mocha Master. Oh, I'm pointing to the wrong thing. It says Techniverm on there. And then Mocha Master down here. It really does make a difference, at least I feel. But I also probably don't know shit about coffee, so. No, there's not much left. But we're gonna do what we can do. Okay. we play with? What can we play with? Let's see. So, how have you been doing? How's everyone doing? I have been okay. Actually, no. No, we're not doing that. I was gonna talk about not problems, but I'll talk about. So I watched I have no my god, every time one of my cats jumps off of something, they were probably just on the kitchen counter, god damn it. But every time that they jump off of something, I think there's someone in the house. Because they're so loud. I don't know how they land so, like, heavy. They're loud. But back to what I was saying. Also, this is gonna sound so dumb. I'm sorry that I can never stay on one track for all that long. Very recently, my doctor told me to get evaluated for ADHD, so that's fun. So anyway, I wonder if you can hear the neighbor's chickens getting up. I don't know if those are chickens or roosters. I think that they have one rooster. One. Anyway, we're gonna get something else. I watched that movie Woman in the Yard. I don't know who did it. For some reason I thought it was a Jordan Peele movie, but I don't think it is. So I watched that, and oh sorry, that's probably kind of loud. And I kind of liked it, honestly. I like the meaning behind it, I guess, but I did kind of call it from the beginning. I'm like, oh, I think, okay, well, I guess I won't give it away, but I don't know. I also watched Sinners. I really liked that, honestly, except it was a little confusing because I didn't know what to expect, and it starts off so like historical, like, well, it doesn't act. I mean, it starts off with him walking into the fucking church and it's like covered in blood, but what do we got in here? But anyway, I liked Sinners. I loved the scene when they're singing. I think it was Rocky Road to Dublin. It was either Rocky Road to Dublin or Follow Me Up to Carlo. And I love Irish punk, Irish folk. I love anything like that, like Flogging Molly. Who else is good? The way I'm blanking on all of them right now. So, I also, if we're talking about Irish singers, though, my favorite is probably Sinead O'Connor. She did a, she did a reggae, like cover album, and, I, for the life of me, I can't find it, like streaming anywhere. It's not with all of her usual like stuff on like Spotify or anything, but oh my god, my ass. Oh my god. I'm like leaning on one cheek. Okay. Oh, that's comfier. Okay. So it's not on any of like streaming. It's I can find like a playlist of all the songs on that album on YouTube, but I don't always want to listen to it like that. I kind of want to, I don't know. I should see if I can find that on vinyl. But she did, excuse me, she did this whole like reggae cover album, and I want to say this is around the time that she did her SNL, you know, like her SNL appearance, and she sang War by Bob Marley there. And then there's also this one clip of her. Let's get something else to tap on, shall we? Intermission so I can grab something. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to keep this like as low edit as possible. Oh, before I forget. No one cares where I was going. But if you look online, you can find there's this really cool, like, Rastafarian, radio station that she went on. I don't remember exactly what it is, but she's sitting in one of those big, like 70s style rattan chairs, and this, I'm assuming he's a Rastafarian, but he is he's interviewing her, and it's really interesting. I also pulled this book because it makes such nice sounds. Do you guys remember, oh my god, what was her name? Oh, wasn't it, oh my god, I can't remember her name, but she did ASMR videos, like, back. If you want to talk my era of ASMR, it was, I think the first video I actually watched wasn't even like a video, it was, oh my god, I think I remember this one. I think her name was Hushed Life 32 or something, and it was, like a haircut, but it was just sounds, like no video to it, and it was really good. But anyway, there was a woman, and she might have been like soft something. She had beautiful red hair, and then at one point she dyed it really stark blonde. She kind of had an accent, but she made this one video, and it was like book scratching for gentle whispering. That's how she titled it, because this was back when Maria was like the only, you know, like it was crazy. She really was ahead of her time with it. But because back when I remember Maria getting her 3D microphone and all of that. I don't remember what her channel name was, but she hasn't uploaded in a while. But that was like really good heyday ASMR. What if I do it behind? Sometimes I feel like that can kind of change the sound a little bit. Oh my god, I think my nipple almost popped out. I have to take my blood pressure for 2 weeks. So that's fun. Alright, what else do we got? I wonder if this is fun. Do you know what this just reminded me of? Did you ever play with those? They were like probably that big. I don't know. I was smaller back then too, so it could have seemed bigger. It was called like a Find It or something, and on the top of it, it had so it was like I'll explain it better. So it was like a big tube jar thing that was capped off, and it was filled with like little plastic, I guess you could compare them to like rice, kind of. Don't quote me on that, it's been a long time since I've used it. But it was just one of those like, you know, like keep busy, like bored on the couch things, like the equivalent of like a coffee table book, but for kids. And it was like this tube with all like these plastic rice things in it, and then on top of the tube it had a list of these, so there's different items, you know, strewn throughout the whole tube, and you have to, it's like a Where's Waldo, or it's like an I Spy, but tangible, physical, 3D. I could have just said as a game and not a book, but anyway. So you had to basically, oh my god, okay. So you had to basically, like, you could shake it really hard and like shake everything up, but you basically would do this and look for the little pieces it was telling you to look for. And I I think the idea is that you would like cross off when you find them, but I didn't like to do that. Okay. And now we'll do some softer sounds, I guess. This is a little Kindle case that I made. It's a little bit big for it, which kind of pisses me off. I probably should have gone a little bit smaller, but let's tap on this and then we'll see. And she's dead. This isn't even mine, this is my friend's, and she has let me borrow it for a long time, which I appreciate. Oh, I read a really great book recently. Oh, that's nice. I kind of like the little kind of like that. Okay, so anyway, I read this book. I think it was called Love and Fury, and I read it mostly because I was, it's written by a guy who is from, like, the exact same area that I'm from, like, lived in the same town, all of that. So that is always fun, I think, just to kind of hear, well, he grew up in the same city that I lived in for about 5 years, and he grew up there in like the 50s, 60s, so kind of right around when my parents were as well, and it's fun to, so it was fun to just hear, like, well, not hear, I didn't listen to it, to read all of the landmarks and things, and kind of know what he's talking about, but it's so his dad has passed away, and it's a lot about him reconciling that relationship with him, and how there can be so much love and fury in a person, in a relationship, and a dynamic, and just all kinds of stuff like that. I don't think I normally sip my coffee like that, but I feel like I'm being really obnoxious with it right now. Okay. We'll do a couple more. And then maybe I'll watch another movie, because it's still only almost 5 a.m. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's so awkward. I don't think my fingers work correctly. Sorry about it. Okay. Okay. Oh, I see something that would be good for sounds. I might grab it. My dad got me this joint at this like cannabis festival. First of all, we don't even live in a legal state. It's recreational, but we don't even live in a legal state, so I have some reservations about anything that's at those things, but I don't know. Okay. What else? It's kind of fun. Let's see, can you even see that? Oh, you can't see. Run. Box. I just miss the early vibes of like 2012 ASMR when it wasn't so, I don't want to say mainstream because that makes me sound like such a fucking stupid, but I just, oh god, my back. I just miss when things felt more casual and maybe like, I don't know, I just miss the vibes of maybe people's attention spans are too short, mine's too short, so I shouldn't even be talking. Anyway, I'm gonna grab one thing. Just, you wait here, okay? Thanks. Hang on, I'm going over it. Okay. Okay, we're gonna try these. Oh, God. I promise I'm not like entirely out of shape. I did yoga the other day and it really fucking hurt my abs, so. Okay. I want more coffee too. I don't usually use this mug. I usually use my Baby Yoda. What the fuck? I also didn't know my neighbors had a dog until like a few days ago. Oh, I wonder. That'd be kind of nice. Does that feel like I'm scratching your head? But anyway, how many times can I say that? I think I just miss feeling like ASMR was more of a community and not, I don't know. I don't know what I think, honestly. I just know that I think there's become this like standard of like what people think is ASMR now, and I like the roots of it, you know? I like the roots of someone just sitting down and talking and what the fuck? Someone just sitting down and talking, and I like that, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, this is also something that's kind of fun, is when people pick up the camera too. Anyway, I don't mind that. I like camera tapping actually, but it sounds way better when you do it on like an old school like style recording camera with all the little accoutrements and shit around it because it makes such better sounds. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you liked something like this, a little bit more classic, old school, whatever, let me know.